Indeed, and you say the incoming Prime Minister is unlikely to veto BOJ hikes. He's already talking about introducing new government programs like hiking the minimum wage, for example, before the end of the decade. So what do you see as the key and core implications for fiscal and monetary policy here?
Yeah, I think like many prime ministers in Japan, at the very beginning, when they're in the election phase, they might be saying some things. But when they get into the office, they do tend to be a little bit of a hands-off approach. So I think for him, the key thing is to just make things continuous and make sure it's smooth. So I think when it comes to BOJ policy, once he's in office, he won't be saying that much. And then just let the BOJ do its job, which has helped the equity market go up over the last couple of years.
All right, really fascinating to watch. We'll continue to monitor developments. And Sean, also have to get your take on what's moving in China as well. A really impressive week last week for Chinese equities, the best since 2008. Do you think this momentum can continue, or are Chinese markets starting to look a little overbought here on the stimulus headlines?
Yeah, I think it can continue longer than this. I think the initial thinking is that when you have some kind of stimulus, if you look at it itself, it looks like, oh, it's another 1 month, 2 months type of rally, and it's not sustainable. But I think this time it is a little bit different in that it adds more expectations of future policy stimulus. So in the past, things were piecemealed in terms of stimulus. But now I think they've kind of upped it up a notch so that next time the markets do come down, I think they can even do even more. So the floor was flat, but it's kind of an upward sloping now. And I think that's given markets hope that this can be a more sustainable rally than what you've seen in the past.
Okay, so what makes you think it's different this time? And specifically, if you're diving into this rally, where are you swimming? Where do you want to be exposed if you do firmly believe that markets can continue to climb higher in China?
Yeah, I think the key thing you kind of want to see next that comes up is the amount of the fiscal stimulus support that you're going to get. Because monetary has been done many times.
Right.
It's really how much they're going to spend. So just not like 1 or 2 trillion is not enough. You need this 5% of GDP or even bigger, like a 10% of GDP. That's the kind of news that you want to see over the next 6 months. But yes, within which sectors, I think it's the one that got beaten down the most and which you're seeing the rally in, and is the property sector. Because the property sector, once that gets supported, kind of everything else, whether it's consumption, also lifts all the boats.